You are not born in one day, though you have a fixed birthday. It took 9.5 months for you to be born. Similarly, when you don't die in one day, you die slowly. If somebody is medically declared dead, he still doesn't die fully. The 5 pranas, they start withdrawing slowly, step by step. The physical life energy, which generally is referred to as pran or prana, has 5 basic manifestations. There are 10, but that'll complicate. The 5 basic manifestations. These are called samana, prana, udhana, apana and vyana. Let's say if a doctor is observing and they declare that person at a particular moment that he is dead now, in the next 21 to 24 minutes, samana will start exiting. That means samana is in charge of maintaining temperature in the body. First thing that starts happening is body starts cooling down. The traditional way of checking whether somebody is dead or alive is they'll feel the nose. If the nose has gone cold, that's how they concluded that he's dead. They wouldn't check the eyeballs and other things, they would just check the nose. If nose has become cold, that means he's dead. So samana exits at that time. Somewhere between 48 to 64 minutes, prana exits. After that, between 6 to 12 hours, udhana exits. Till udhana exists, there are tantric processes with which you could revive the body. But once udhana exists, there is a micro chance, but that is an impractical chance, except that it is impossible to revive the body once udhana has exited. The next thing is apana, somewhere between 8 to 18 hours, this exits. The vyana, which is the preservative nature of prana, will start exiting from beyond that. It can continue to exit up to 11 to 14 days if it's a normal death. Today you know that from your old clothing, we can take your DNA. After you're gone, after 100 years later, we can clone you. So who you are, at least the physicality of who you are, can be picked up from your clothes and we can remake you. At least someone who looks just like you. We can create the body. So you are still there all over the place. The yogis, when they die, they'll set fire to the hut in which they are living by themselves. So they always set fire to the hut in which they are living because they don't want even a single molecule of DNA to hang around and live, because in some way your physical body is still hanging around. If they can recreate your body from that, obviously it's hanging around, isn't it? So everything that I have touched, you want to burn. Everything has to be cleared up. It's because of this. This is the one main reason why people want to keep their physical possessions so minimal on the spiritual path. If you enter a sannyasi's room, you will see there'll be 3 pairs of clothes neatly folded and kept, just this thing to drink water, 1 plate to eat food, and just 1 single sheet to sleep upon, and that's it. No one extra item, because he does not want to touch too many things in the world. He wants to keep it to at most minimal, because he knows if he spreads his body all over the place, gathering it and going will be very difficult. That is why he does not form any physical relationships of any kind, because he understands if he leaves his body all over, when the time to gather comes, it's going to be extremely difficult. When someone dies, depending upon who he is, accordingly these things must be handled. In today's world, when people have gathered enough clothing for 3 lifetimes, enough footwear for 10 lifetimes, burning all that would be sheer waste. And anyway, their way of existence and the way they exit is such, invariably they have to find root in this earth once again. No point burning all that. At least those things which are very closely, intimately involved with the body, like their underclothes and other things, must be burnt. So, once it is like this, when a person has departed and his body is still hanging around in many forms, it becomes a habitation for various kinds of forces. Not only for that person's energies hanging around, for various other kinds of forces. Unoccupied body, your jacket is, in a way, which is not a good way to leave it.